Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rosalind. If today is your first time of seeing my face, please click on the like button, subscribe, and share this video. Thank you so much for joining me. Men, oh men, men, oh men. You see, the first video I posted last week, I have gotten a lot of emails about it. And oh my God, I guess so. Last week it was about, the side chick and the gentleman who has gotten himself all entangled in this situation. But a lot of questions I'm getting is about the wife. What should the wife do? Should the wife leave this marriage? Is this marriage over for her? What do you think? If you were the wife, what would you do? If she is a Christian, what should she do? Please write down your comments below. Let me know your thoughts about this situation. If you did not watch the first video, please try to watch the video I posted last week and give me your thoughts on this situation. My little thought about this whole thing is that this issue is a very difficult situation for any married couple. Not just the man alone, but the wife. It is just too much to bear that you are in this marriage with your partner and all of a sudden this scandal is all over the place. It is hard for the woman, I believe. But a lot of the questions were like, what should she do? Or if you were her, what would you do? Funny enough, a lot of people have made so many comments about the wife when the wife has not even spoken. And her silence is really good because sometimes if you do not have anything to say, they say just keep silent. And no one can twist your words and change your words around, explain it in ways that you did not even mean to. And our people, they can do it better than nobody. People will start to, put words into her mouth and meanings into things she has not even said. So, Mrs. Kudos to you for keeping silent on this case. I know you are Christians because man was a church deacon. And therefore, I pray that God will give you the strength and the grace. But to those asking me these questions, my Bible tells me in Matthew chapter 19, verse 9, that whoever divorces his wife, except for sexual immorality, and marries another, commits adultery. Whoever divorces his wife, except for sexual immorality, that person commits adultery. If they marry another. So that means that some of these reasons that we use to divorce our spouses and separate and whatnot, it can bring judgment on us. Marriage is hard work. Marriage is difficult. But with God, all things are possible. A lot of people would just say, oh, she should pack and go. She should, leave him and all that. I do not know their story, where they're coming from. My concern most is that when a man reaches that level, when there is cheating, when there is disrespect, when there is no love, when there is lack of sex, then you know that this man is getting it somewhere. Yes, he is getting it somewhere if he's not getting it at home. He is. That is where my problem is. Not the fact that if the woman want to leave the marriage or whatever it is. How was their relationship like? There are some men, so musi bone kwanswa. There is nothing that you will do that will change this man. When a man is set on the path of sin, sometimes it is difficult to redirect them, no matter what you do. And therefore, disrespect sets in, lack of affection sets in, no communication, nothing. And this is the part that I'm most worried about, because did he treat his wife well even when he had that side chick? What was he doing for his family when he had that relationship with this girl? And the sad thing is that most of the time, when there is infidelity, the men lose respect for the wife. And the mistress becomes their god, their princess, their queen. Their queen of the house becomes the mistress. That is the sad part of this thing. So what has the wife gone through to this stage? She probably has been heartbroken for a long time. She has cried her eyes out. Like I said last week, she probably even warned him, but they won't listen until trouble comes knocking on their door. They won't listen. Men, learn. Oh, please learn from this man's situation and change for the better. It is tough. What has this woman gone through? She probably needs counseling. She needs our prayers. When you go on your knees, please pray for strength for this woman, or any woman who finds herself in her situation. A lot of women find themselves in this predicament. Husbands go out for side chicks. They go to Ghana and do whatever they want, cheat around, and then come back, wipe their lips, and act like nothing happened. Something is happening in that Ghana when they go there. God have mercy on us. So this woman might have gone through a lot, not just what has happened, but it takes a process for people to get to this stage. For this man to get to this level, it means he has invested a lot into that relationship with that little girl and left the wife to suffer. And that is my problem. But guess what? The Bible allows it, that if there is sexual immorality, then you are free to go. Even that, there are instructions that you ought to follow. So if you're going to be divorced, you have to think about, the other stuff that come with it. Are you ready for it? Someone can just get up and say, oh, my husband doesn't give me money anymore. Like the way they say it in Ghana, they don't give me chop money anymore, so I'm going to leave the marriage. Is that biblical? Is that biblical? And what would God say? What would Jesus do? It is hard. Oh, marriage is tough. Marriage will stretch you. It will stretch. You need kappa to, face marriage. But God is our help, So, for all those messages, all I would say is that it has taken a process to get here. And if a man is cheating on you, it did not start today. If you found out today, it did not start today. It started from somewhere. How have you been treated? How are the men treating you to get to this stage? How have they treated you in the past? Are you ready to still stay in the marriage and be quiet? And cry your eyes out every day? Do you need counseling? Do you need more prayer? Sometimes people make laughter of when you ask somebody to pray and commit everything to God. What would you do? Tell the whole world? It is only God that you can cry to. Sometimes it's tough. But seek help. Seek help. If the relationship is getting toxic, is getting physical, is getting abusive, seek help. That thing they say, oh, don't tell anybody about your marriage business. Don't tell. Know the person to talk to. My pastor always says, the thing that you are hiding that you do not want anybody to hear, by the time it reaches to that level, the whole world will hear. Look at what has happened to this man. Maybe the wife saw the signs. The wife knew. And, I don't want anybody to hear. I don't want anybody to hear. I won't inform my pastors. I'm not saying take your issues to your family. But get somebody that this husband respects. Your wife respects. Someone that can talk to them, that they would take a seed from it. And it would help. Talk to your pastors. He's a Christian, so that's what I'll say. The wife probably was shielding him. Oh, I don't want anybody to hear my marriage business. Now the whole world knows. And my pastor always says this. He says, when the trouble starts coming, you have to be committed to do something about it before the whole world hears it. Now, the thing which you did not want anybody to hear, the whole world will get to know. May God give you the strength. It is hard. It is difficult. Marriage is hard work. It can face a lot of challenges, a lot of turmoils. But if God is for us, who can be against us? All the messages I'm getting, would you leave? It started from somewhere. How have I been treated? Am I secured enough? Am I strong enough to be able to hold on? Am I strong enough to stand and pray? And so if you are not prepared to stand in prayer, then you probably cannot even stand it. So it depends on the person's strengths and what they have been through. Now this man has lost his job. So now it's the wife's burden to take care of the whole family. So please, if you find yourself in this situation, the one I know is God, is prayer. That you will pray to God to give you the wisdom, to guide you in what to do. His is an open sin. Everybody knows now. And if she would leave the marriage, that is up to her. And if she will stay, that is up to her. But what has she gone through? Does she need counseling? Does she need prayers? Does she need some time, even separation, to be able to renew herself, put her mind in the right place before she can decide for herself? Some people need time. Time, they say, heals. So all I would say is, if you find yourself in such a situation, take it to God to guide you to making a good decision for yourself and your family. May God help us to stand when, the challenges of marriage comes. Marriage is good. Don't let anybody lie to you that marriage nowadays, everything marriage. Marriage is good. Men, if I say men, I mean men and women. Man can change, but God doesn't change. Yes, man can break his promises, but God does not break his promises. His promises are yea and amen. He knows the thoughts that he has for you. So don't let marriage break you. God created marriage that you may benefit from it and multiply. So if the challenges of marriage have shaken you or has changed your mindset about marriage, take it back to God, because He created it and He will direct you. May God help us to succeed in our marriages. God bless you. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, share, hit the notification button. See you again next week. Thank you. Bye-bye.